cappers, gamblers, punters. My name is Jimmy the Bag. I am sitting beside the legend, Lodels Loshak. You are watching the Loshak and the Bag show. It is our evening show. It's been a very interesting day so far. We've got a lot of action tonight. We've got college football on the go. We've got MLB going on right now. I lost my play, by the way, because Buckholz didn't start.
Yeah.
But I did add on a play, make it official. I'm on the Cubs. They're up 3-2 right now.
Oh.
I hope they hold on. And I'm excited about this. We got some great cappers already with us. KG, Brian Watson, Marco Polo, ready to get to work. Says Mookie Betts is out tonight. The Jays are looking more appealing by the minute. I've not added on any plays, but I'm very close to adding on the Twins. I've been focusing on CFL, college football, NFL.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So wait. So you tweeted out a play for the Cubs.
I did.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what that is so I can write it down here?
Sure, I will. I got minus. I think it's minus 117 at Pinnacle.
Okay.
But let me just verify that. Yes, I got minus 117 at Pinnacle.
So you got
Pinnacle.
Cubs minus 117. All right. So the Colorado first half was canceled, right, Jim?
Yes, it was canceled,
Yeah.
and it's too bad.
Yeah.
Because Freeland got off to a nice start. And, Buckholz, I think, would have, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I also, unfortunately, I didn't see that until after. So technically, when you take a second half total, if there is a pitching change, it does get canceled. So even though that was a winner for me, I did bet it, and it got canceled. And we are, stickler for the rules here. I would have rebet it. I would have re-given it as a play. And it
was a last-second thing.
Yeah.
I was listening to the game on the radio. Goddamn, another Facebook game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and the problem with Facebook games is that you can't. Like, when I got MLB, I can go onto a different page and keep listening to the game. You can't with Facebook. It turns off. So I was just listening to it on the radio. It was a shock to even the announcer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my second half play, which I was really liking a lot, is what happened?
Hide and Seek says it looks like that I'm drinking camel jizz. Hide and Seek, that's more on you because you know what camel jizz looks like.
All right, let's see. Very nice, very nice. All right, so that one I liked it a lot, but unfortunately that one gets canceled. Jimmy the Bag, so he has the Cubs money line. Jimmy the Bag in the morning show also gave Oakland run line, Oakland team total over 4.5, and Oakland first 5 team total over 2.5. I gave Baltimore team total under 3.5. I did give the Cubs Washington under 9.5, which is looking, live. It's still there. It's okay. It's live. Anything could happen, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. And of course, I did also give Old Dominion Charlotte under. That one is looking like a dead loser. And I did hedge out my Charlotte bet, taking Old Dominion -1. So we'll see how that one turns
right
out.
Now?
It's 21-18 Charlotte in the middle of the third. So that one's going to go over. And Charlotte's looking good now, but anything can happen in the fourth. So that's how things are looking. The Baltimore team total under is looking pretty good. I really wish that second half over in the Colorado game had stood, but it didn't. And that's where we are. Let's check any comments that are coming in, and then
my man Brant Hunt joining us. We spoke on Twitter, and he's liking the Ravens here, which I can understand. I may be talked into making a play on them. Jay Peach says, Camel Jizz aside, take the under 44 in the Cincy game.
Yeah, I mean, the total was as disputed as the side, and now it is down to 43, although the Greek still has 44 and 43.5, and Al McMorty said that he was leaning under in that one for sure. I would be leaning under as well, but now that it's down to 43, yeah, it is still 44 at the Greek. Jay Peach likes it, Al McMorty likes it, but again, Natalie Alvarez likes Ravens team total over. I don't know, man. I'm thinking the Ravens might actually start to be the play here. That's what I'm thinking about.
I'm happy to hear that because
yeah.
I like it. Brant Hunt's other plays are Niners against the spread. I hope he got in early. I waited too long. And Texans against the spread. And then he likes Ohio State and TCU over and Florida State over.
Okay, let's see. Dave L.A. likes over. Adam Olin likes the under. Hide and Zeke says it's going to be a boring, drabby game. Okay, so Hal Abrams says Oakland run line is a low-hanging fruit, but Kobe Valentine likes Baltimore -2.5 on the alternative line.
Wow,
that is bad for both of us because for Baltimore to cash the alternative line, they would have to put up at least 3, and I have the Baltimore team total under at 3.5. Interesting. So Kobe Valentine, presuming that Kobe Valentine, you're definitely low on, you're down on Anderson here, huh?
He must be. Let me see. I've always liked him off of a break, but let's see what he would get here on the. I bet you it's giant.
Unless Kobe Valentine's thinking that Baltimore wins 4-1 or something like that, and even that would be a little bit down on it.
575.
Jeez, I mean, maybe there is value there. Anything can happen in MLB. And as Nostratoto told us in the morning show, as awful as Bundy has been, he's the one Baltimore starting pitcher that he doesn't, that he feels afraid of fading, because when his slider is on, he's unhittable. Guys who throw sliders, though, when their slider is off, a lot of times it's because of a hidden or subtle injury, and that could be what's going on with Bundy.
Mr. Gokster says first 5 over Colorado. I guess he's on action. None of my plays are on action. That's just a lock thing that I have.
Well, the totals you can't make action.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But so then, how did Mr. Gokster cash his first 5 over?
I don't know. Maybe he got the bet in right at the last minute.
I don't know, because he was on it early. But maybe I don't know. It was impossible to do because we didn't know till after Freeland had. We didn't know till the start of the bottom of the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we didn't know.
Is that true?
That's true. Yeah, Freeland went 10 pit. Then the announcers were like, "Why is there somebody warming up in the bullpen?" It made no sense. Why is somebody warming up in the bullpen? So I don't think it's possible to get it in.
So then maybe So then maybe some books would credit that as a winner with Buchholz starting. My assumption is always that the starter has to throw at least one pitch.
That is my assumption as well.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. So I guess we can. People are talking about NFL to start, so we can read these comments here. JP, go ahead.
Funny one. Looks like the Orioles have 9 right-handers in the lineup, but who are these guys? Have you looked at this lineup?
No. Is it bad?
It's so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me check it. Let me check it out.
Mullins, Ricard, Villar, Mancini, Beckham, Nunez, Andrioli, Valera, and Caleb Joseph. 9 righties in the lineup, but who are these guys?
I mean, they must be. I'm sure they're at least. They're probably a bunch of minor leaguers who have some. Yeah, look. The Baltimore is stacking righties against Anderson here.
Wow. What's hide and seek saying? Can Baltimore even score 3 runs? And then he's saying, and Eric Stiff said, I really like Collins, but I see, a lot of talk. I'm so uncomfortable about this football game. This is.
Yeah, well, there's strong opinions. Look at this. Where was it? Jay Peach says, I like Cincy tonight, but under way more. So that means that Jay Peach would be definitely leaning Ravens team total under, but Natalie Alvarez loves Ravens team total over. So everyone is all over the place here. James Fogarty says Ravens route tonight.
Joe Garcia says, hey, guys, looking for a good book. Is Bookmaker good? I can let you handle that. Also, I don't know if, Joe Garcia, if you're already with Intertops, but we have 2 bonuses, 2 promos that we got going on right now, and Twin Seymour on the Super Run line. Do you like Bookmaker?
Wait a minute. So I'm not wait, Kobe Valentine maybe is now saying that he doesn't like Baltimore.
Oh.
Maybe he meant the Ravens. Oh, okay. He's talking
Sorry.
about the Ravens. The Ravens.
That makes more sense. Makes more sense.
Yes. But now that we've been looking at this Baltimore lineup, I mean, who are these guys? I'm sure they have a little bit of life to them in the minors. You got a lineup stacked with righties, 9 righties going up against Brett Anderson. I'm feeling nervous about my team total under now, Jim.
As you should. You should be nervous about almost every play in here. Jay Scum saying Bookmaker top notch. Tomor saying Bookmaker is a good book. XPO 399 Bookmaker is good, easy cash out. Bookmaker is great.
Sorry, you were asking me what?
What you thought about Bookmaker?
Oh, I mean they're rock. They're rock solid. I trust my money in Bookmaker more than in a friggin' bank. That's for sure. As far as likely to have the money just straight out stolen, trust Bookmaker more than a bank. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
I would trust them as much as Pinnacle, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing but good things about Bookmaker. I don't know. I remember ever hearing a bad thing about them. Jim Cloverson said, Jimmy, if you're uncomfortable with the NFL game, maybe best bet is just to stay off. I agree. You know what? I agree. At this point, I may move forward with my lean on the Ravens, but I'm uncomfortable going against some of these great cappers who are on the other side. Brian Watson and not applicable talking about Carlson being traded to the Sharks. This is a enormous move here. The Senators got nothing but futures basically back up, first round picks and prospects back, and now this Sharks defense is so scary. I don't want to jump and be extreme about this, but my God. I'm so scared of the Sharks lineup right now. So scared of the Sharks
And Ski Prophet says, currently in the barber chair, still can't miss the best show on the planet. Thank you so much, Ski Prophet. Thank you so much, Ski Prophet. Those comments mean so much to me. I'm trying to rally here. All right, Jim, let's see. And Tom Marino says the line is giving the Bengals almost 0 for home advantage. Flacco's always been much better on the road. He's been horrible against this Bengals defense.
Brent Hunt said I would take the Niners up to minus 7.5. That, and other people have said that as well. And then D Bankroll says, when's hockey season start? Generally starts October 3rd or October 4th. I haven't actually looked at the exact day, but It's always October 3rd or October 4th, and I'm very, very, very excited about a full season again, working together with everybody.
Okay, so let's see. Any other comments you want to?
Campsite Killer says my Sharks looking good. They're looking better than that. I would expect them to be the favorites to win the Stanley Cup this year.
And Dave LA not backing down. Ravens Bengals over play of the day. Trust me. So Jay Beach, Al McMorty in the market liking the under. Dave LA has been saying over all day, and now he's switched it to a play of the day, switched to all caps, and added on a trust me. Wow, Dave LA really not nervous about his play.
Wow,
on the over.
And Dave LA is a great capper. Jim Foray though says take Ravens with the under. Jim Tobelson, can't wait to cap NHL with you, Jimmy. I can't wait to break down the Buffalo Sabres. My God, I've had fun in that building. I think it's a great place to watch hockey, and I can't wait to break down that team. I can't wait. It's so exciting every time with NBA, with some of the great NBA cappers we have, NHL with the great NHL cappers right here. I expect big things from us, and bigger than we did last year. And last year combined, we were up like almost just under 60 units. And that's with the Golden Knights taking a lot of units away from me.
Yeah. So Joe, here I see the comment. Joe Garcia says, looking for a good book. Is Bookmaker good? Yeah, Joe Garcia. Which book you want to play at is dependent on your needs and your requests. Different books have different bet limits. For Bookmaker's a place that takes really high limits. But if that's not a necessity for you, then that doesn't matter at all. Bookmaker also tends to have full juice. Places like Five Dimes has a reduced juice. And then they have different bonus structures and stuff like that. The most important thing is just to make sure that you're choosing a book that's been around a long time, that's been reputable, which obviously Bookmaker is. But they're not the only one. Bookmaker does tend to cater to professional players and bigger sized players. And you can definitely go to sportsbookreview.com and read more about every single book and find out which one would be the best for you. And also you can go to the SBR forum and ask questions, and all that information is there at SBR.
But the best sportsbook on SBR.com is such a great way to figure out which book you like, which is going to give you the biggest bonus. Jim Tobelson says Dahlin is going to be fun to watch. I know we're not supposed to say this about 18-year-old defensemen in the NHL, but he could be incredible immediately. And we're not supposed to say that. It just doesn't work like that. But goddamn, is he going to be excellent. And it's great that you guys got him. I'm happy that you guys got him.
And what kind of bets do you want to make? Bookmaker is one of the books that has second half bets in baseball, but they're not one of the books that has first half team totals. So there's those things you want to consider. What kinds of bets you want to make?
Yeah, my man Brian Clark. I'm at my girls' volleyball game with the Low Bag Show in my ear. Shout out to Brian Clark. Much love, much respect. Should we get into business? Start breaking these games down.
Yeah. Sure. All right. So let's get into MLB once again. I took the Baltimore team total under at 3.5, and I took and that's it. That's the only MLB play that I have hanging right now. And Jim has Oakland three ways. The Boston game is interesting. Gaviglio against Rodriguez. Some people were suggesting, who was it that said they liked Toronto earlier today?
Dave L.A.
Dave L.A. liked Toronto,
Dave L.A., yeah, and there was questions about whether they partied last night. Not seeing Mookie Betts in the lineup. Maybe they did.
So Betts is out, but who else is in the lineup? Let's look at this. Benintendi, Kinsler.
This is a franchise that never gets the 100 wins, and I in Toronto is a city you want to party in. We got incredible clubs, especially this time of year. This is where LeBron comes to party.
But it was at home, though.
Oh, it was in Boston.
Yeah,
what am I talking about? Yeah,
which is still a fun party town.
No doubt. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, of course.
So what's your take on this Boston lineup? There's no Betts, but there's Benintendi, Kinsler, Moreland, Martinez, Bogaerts, Sweetheart.
It's still strong, but you don't want Kinsler, Moreland, 2-3. You just don't want that. That's just clearly not your best Red Sox lineup. But then Martinez, Bogaerts. Also, I wouldn't really want Swihart DHing. I mean, and then Nunez. I'm not a big Nunez guy either, but Devers has had a very tough second half of the season. Then you got Vasquez and Bradley turning the lineup over. There's no question that there's value with these Blue Jays. I think there's no question about it.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
The second half is looking interesting here at plus 160 at Bookmaker. I'm going to check Heritage. You think maybe? Erod is a guy who tends not to go deep, but when he's on his game, he's usually pretty good for a strong 5 or 6 inning start. And Gaviglio is looking pretty vulnerable at the moment, right?
He's looking very vulnerable, and here Tomor breaks this down. Tomor's great at this, but says, I'd like the Boston run line. Betts has rested a lot with injury issues. Gaviglio has struggled on the road. He sure has. Rodriguez was great in the minors, and he's in his second start off the DL. I believe in Rodriguez, and he's been excellent against the Jays so far this year. Juicy Toast says Toronto going to lose.
All right, well, the Toronto second half line just dropped from 160 to 145. I'll give that one. Toronto second half plus 145 as an official play. Toronto second half plus 145. I will make that one an official pick. I wish I had taken it at plus 160, but I'll make that one an official play. Yeah, the lineup is looking a little bit weaker for Boston, and Toronto might have some life in this game later on. Go ahead.
Mr. Gosher says NHL preseason starts next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Okay, you're happy for that, Jim.
Oh God.
You're not actually going to bet NHL preseason, are you?
No, absolutely not.
But you're going to start analyzing it. Okay, so I have added on a Toronto second half plus 145 to go along with Baltimore team total under 3.5 minus 106. We have the second Mets-Miami game going. Again, we have this Dodgers-Kershaw game. Line has moved a bit in the Dodgers' favor. I'm not sure if that is warranted, and let's see where the total is. The total is, hasn't moved much since the morning, but since opening, it has moved a little bit to the over, which is concerning. We know that in the Minnesota-KC game, minus 110, Nostratota says Minnesota every which way tonight.
And that makes sense to me looking at these lineups. Sal Perez is DHing, which is you want his bat in the line for KC, but Gallagher behind the plate. Gallagher and Fulmeyer probably were a battery in the minors together, so that's not the worst thing. Maybe that's a good thing for Phil Meyer. Maybe Gallagher knows him well. I mean, obviously you want Perez calling the games, but this is a strong Minnesota lineup. Polanco, Rosario, Forsythe, Grossman, Cave, Adrianza, Kepler, Austin, Jimenez. So, you're missing Mauer, who is a professional hitter but doesn't hit with any power. And then Sano's still dealing with that knee injury. So you probably want those two guys in the lineup. But I agree. I think Minnesota's a play here. I'm just not sure exactly how to take it.
Well, I know how I'm going to take it. Second half minus 125 for sure. Minnesota second half minus 125. Obviously questions with Gonzalez. Obviously Phil Meyer has been good at home. So I am definitely going to take a healthy little shot here with Minnesota on the second half at minus 125. And that's another official play for me, Jim.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. Michael Irvelina, my man Michael, I love this guy, says, Jimmy, can you believe the Sharks got Carlson? The fuck? He says, a Ducks fan, I hate life. Everyone has made major moves except us. Sharks and Hawks going to be so strong. Listen, this Sharks team, this Sharks power play is, oh God, it's not fair. It's not fair. I really thought, and maybe this was crazy, but I thought maybe the Canucks would get him. We have tons of prospects, but I guess part of the reason why Linden resigned, they don't know which direction they're going in.
Jimmy doesn't give a fuck about MLB. That is, no, I'm kidding around, but yeah, you are really excited for NHL. That's not an insult. That's a compliment.
It's a sport that I just was ingrained with, just like horse racing. Those are the two sports that was just, pushed on me, but I was very receptive. And I absolutely love it. And I'd love to play hockey right now if I could. But you're right. Let's go back. Sorry,
that's okay. No, it's fine. It's endearing. It's endearing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? It's over a full season so far. It was my most successful spot, even though it came down in the playoffs and stuff like that. And I want more success. I want more. Look, Taylor Stevens is joining us. Sorry to get so excited.
Yeah,
Taylor Stevens is joining us. Taylor Stevens said, hey guys, miss you guys. Vegas Friday. God, I wish. Instead, I'm just going to head back to Pete's Treehouse and we're going to do some, even though he doesn't drink as heavy as I do, we're going to hit Pete's Treehouse. Mohammed says, don't jump all over the Sharks too much, but the Sharks are still lead-footed for the most part. Yeah, but their defense is not lead-footed. You know what? Let's talk about Gonzalez, Phil Meyer here. I just feel like watching Phil Meyer at home and knowing that he just faced these Twins, do you think Phil Meyer's going to have a nice start here? Is that why you took the second half?
Yeah, I took the second half because I don't, obviously Gonzalez doesn't, there needs no explanation why I would feel nervous there. Not nervous long term, but nervous short term. And Phil Meyer again has been quite credible at home. So I trust Nostratota, and I wouldn't be averse to taking Minnesota -1 as going for a pretty big score there. But I definitely like this. I feel safer with the second half, and that's an official play. Minnesota second half -125.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with, I just think there's such a big lineup discrepancy here. I just feel like the Twins are so much stronger here, and I'm going to jump on it. I'm going to take Twins on the -1.
-1, huh?
Well, you know what? Maybe I should take them more than that. So the last time Gonzalez faced these Royals, I was like, watch this. This is a perfect lineup for him to face. He's going to be better. He rolls through 2 innings so easily. And I'm like, look, and then he just gets destroyed in the 3rd inning.
Oof.
Now, I feel like the experts are making doing the work for us here. They could easily have pulled him from the roster.
Yeah, I mean, his numbers are ugly. Last 4 starts, 6 strikeouts and 13 walks.
Ugh.
2 home runs. Last start against KC, 1 ground ball, 9 fly balls. It's just an ugly, ugly scene here.
Well, if he's a fly ball pitcher, this is a nice park for him to pitch in.
yes. And if he gives up a lot of walks, this is, a lineup that's going to damage him less relatively than other lineups.
You're right. They have no power.
Yeah. I'm taking Minnesota's second half. It's entirely possible that Gonsalves will be okay here, and that Minnesota rolls late. I don't know. What do you want to do? Whatever you want to do, Jim.
Minus 110 is the line here. I know it's the name as well, but minus 110 here is on the money line. Plus 155. Not a big enough difference for me. I mean, 65 cents. I don't think I need to do that. I think I can just take the Twins to win this game. But I do feel like this is an opportunity for a score here. And not applicable says Ottawa has a moron for an owner. You said that right. Taylor Stevens getting love as she deserves. I like it. I like it. I just feel like the Twins are the better team here. Phil Myers scared me. When does this game start?
Which one?
The Twins at Royals.
8:00 Eastern time.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to sit on it for a bit. Why don't
we
move on and I'll keep thinking about it.
Okay. We can talk about the second Mets Miami game if you want. Brigham against Vargas. You said you have an opinion on this one?
Well, I just feel like there's a big pitching advantage here. I think Vargas is pitching well. 3.27 ERA, just 2 career starts against Miami. Vargas took the loss recently. He looked so good leading up to this start, and maybe he goes back to his old ways. And Brigham actually did look pretty good, but if you saw how he rolled...
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Has that game started already? I think that game might have already started.
What?
Because I'm not seeing it on the board. I thought it was going to start at 6:40 Eastern time, but I'm not seeing it.
Oh, it's off the board. Yeah, it's not on the board.
What happened?
Must have, let me just...
Pitching change?
Let me find out here quickly.
Yeah. All right. So let's not talk about that until it's back on the board because we don't want to waste anyone's time here. No. Let's talk about Dodgers and St. Louis. I think I'm just going to pass on this one.
Yeah, it's already gone.
It's already started, yeah. Okay. So, I think I would be leaning St. Louis here. Maybe a St. Louis for a massive score here on the minus 1.5 line might be a ballsy thing to try to do, but the minus 1.5 is only plus 400. Any thoughts on the St. Louis Dodgers game, Jim?
Well, Molina's back. I think that's a nice. It's a big deal. Having Molina back in action. Also, Anamaric, our guy Anamaric will have a UFC picks video for us tomorrow.
Oh, nice!
Love it, absolutely love that guy. Eric Sniff in St. Louis 5-0 versus the Dodgers this season. I'm not going to take Kershaw on this line, although he's pitching well. He just doesn't seem to be the dominant guy that he was, but he's pitching well. There's no doubt about it. He is not giving up more than 2 earned runs, 9 consecutive starts. Always pitches well against St. Louis. I think St. Louis is a dangerous team right now, and Gomber's a dangerous pitcher. But he just faced the Dodgers last month. Is that going to help? I think these Dodgers are ready to start hitting. But in saying that, I don't really want to take them on a minus 1.5, and that's the only way I really see value here. So I don't have a play. Kershaw, the ROI on Kershaw has not been good this year.
Nope, it is not. He tends to have a great ROI when he's absolutely lights out. Okay, so we got DJ vid. Who's DJ? DJ's
DJ Big Boss. Is it good?
Oh,
we got
okay.
Okay, beautiful. Now that is college football.
Okay,
and I loved it. He actually put out a beautiful 10.5 minute video, but we needed a shorter one. So he made us a personal one, a little nice. 2.5 minute video. I've got his picks. I got his plays.
Very nice. All right, so maybe we're done with the Odrisamer Despaigne versus Leak game.
Yeah.
There were some people suggesting that the under might be a play there. Was that Vonda's play?
Yes. Was it?
Was it? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it might have been.
Natalie's with us here. I can't. What's that? I'm sorry. I was so busy today. I would like to know. I'm just going to take a quick look at what kind of line movement we had in that Angels game because I remember the money was coming in on Seattle. Did that continue?
Money coming in on Seattle. Let me check. Money coming in on Seattle. Most of the money already came in this morning, but yeah, it hasn't come back the other way. That's for sure.
Yeah, almost a pick 'em at this point. Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable. I don't know if I'm going to make a move here. I might wait a little bit. Brian Watson said, funny how Kershaw was a lock, but not now. And Kobe Valentine, St. Louis is a live dog. Kobe Valentine, Molina back. Dodgers play sitting. Have we looked at that lineup? Have we given a good once over the lineup? Yeah, it's not a good looking lineup for these Dodgers. Taylor, Turner, Machado, Freese, Kemp, Dozier, Hernandez, Barnes, Kershaw. That's not a lineup I trust. I agree. I think that St. Louis is a live dog here.
So the Dodgers are fielding a lineup that you don't really trust. Kershaw is going up against Gomber, and still the total is holding steady at 7.5. 10-point line move to the over since the opening line. That is just so confounding.
It is, and my only thought with that is yes, wifey locks, yes, under in the Angels Mariners.
Yeah.
We got to keep an eye on these wifey locks. They're coming in hard.
Definitely.
You know what? I think that my only concern here is, did the Dodgers bats wake up yesterday? And are they going to get on that roll? Very possible. Homer says Gomber's the kind of pitcher I expect to get hit once teams see him. Dodgers have seen him recently. That's a great point. Mele Pellis way on the St. Louis Dodgers second half over. Colby, saying Puig, Peterson, Grandal, and Bellinger are all out of the lineup. That's not good.
Yeah.
Hide and Seek says, what was the verdict with Baltimore's lineup? It's horrifyingly bad and weak, and I'm very happy that I'm on the A's every which way, as Nostra would put it. Kobe says Gomber's pitched very well with Molina behind the plate in his 2 games without Molina. He did not pitch well and did not record a win. That is another very, very important sharp point. Isan says, what do you think of no score in the first inning of LA Dodgers St. Louis game?
Yeah, that was sort of a no-brainer play that I was thinking, but I was also leaning under. Let me see what the no score on the first inning would be on that game. It's just minus 126. I mean, that's definitely tempting. That's definitely very tempting. What's your take on the St. Louis lineup? Because maybe St. Louis plus 160 might have a little bit of value as well. What's your take on the St. Louis lineup, Jim?
I'm certain that has value. No, it's not weak as hell, because Ozuna in his first race to get to the playoffs in his career, has never played important games down the stretch, is hitting and looks great at the plate right now. Carpenter is just very consistent. I mean, he's not hot right now, but he's still hitting well. And then Munoz is it's a big step up having him hit second. But Martinez, Ozuna, De Jong's hitting well. Giorgio is not hitting as well as we'd like him. Molina back, he's probably good after the rest. Bader at center field does it all, manufactures runs.
And then on the other side, you don't like this Dodgers lineup. Taylor, Turner, Machado. You like Machado? You don't like Machado?
Of course, I love Machado.
Okay. Taylor, Turner, Machado, Freese.
This is a weak Dodgers lineup. The 4 guys that were announced out of the lineup are monsters. Now, I know they're not, especially Peterson against a lefty. You wouldn't want to have him in the lineup. But
All right, I'm on it. I was listening as much as I needed to. St. Louis second half plus 160. St. Louis second half plus 160. I think you got to continue to give Kershaw respect here. You know what I mean? Maybe he's not quite literally lights out, but he is just very consistent. Knows how he should give you another 6-inning, 2-run start at least, right, Jim?
No. I mean, you should. That's a reasonable expectation.
Yeah. All right. So I'm on it. St. Louis second half plus 160. That's another play. So I've added a bunch of second half plays here. Toronto second half plus 145. St. Louis second half plus 160. Minnesota second half minus 125. That goes along with my play on Baltimore team total under 3.5, which is Hopefully that all those righties won't, because I'm always scared of like a lineup filled with who are these guys type people in September as a big underdog. You know what I mean? That's always very scary to me. Those kinds of lineups tend to have value. People like who are they? Turns out they're minor leaguers with some life and some vitality.
Well,
to
they
them.
bring energy to the clubhouse.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I've made my decision. I'll take the Twins here.
You want it?
Yeah. I'm just gonna take them on the money line here, full game.
Just flat money line, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so that would be L, and the line has actually moved since. I'm seeing a plus 105 here. Let me just refresh very quickly, because there's definitely been a small line move in favor of Minnesota recently. It's we'll be able to give you minus 105. Minnesota minus 105. You want that one?
I do.
Okay. All right. What else do we got going on, Jim?
I'm pretty comfortable. I am going to make a decision on the Angels Mariners spot right now, but I'm not going to force it. I do like the Angels here. There's no doubt. I like the Angels here. I'm getting pretty much even money on them.
On the Angels, yes. Right now, it's basically gone down to even on both sides.
Yeah, I'm going to take them.
You want it?
Yeah, yeah. I have no problem with Depenier coming in for 5 outs or whatever. The Angels are hitting. And we spoke earlier in the earlier show about Arcia and Fernandez. I love the way they look. Talk about guys you've never heard of coming up and giving a lot of help. Nostra also was talking about these guys in AAA. You know how he was hammering minor league baseball this year.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Let's hear what Big Dave has to say. He said Pete Kershaw can't beat Cardinals for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, probably St. Louis on the -1.5, -1 line at that'd be like plus 300 or something like that is probably a good play as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it. I'm fine with this. I like the Twins. I like the Angels. I like both spots. I feel like this is a Mariners team that's letting go and giving up. I would sure love to have taken a good read at their lineup, and I haven't been able to do that yet. But I imagine that there's no reason with the Angels. Oh, here it is. It's come out. Okay, perfect. Haniger, Span, Cano, Cruz, Healy, Seager, Gamel, Zunino, Gordon. I mean that's a good lineup for the Mariners. And up against Calhoun, Fletcher, Trout, Ohtani, Upton, Simmons, Fernandez, Ward, Arcia. You know what? I'm going to take the Angels at home here.
You want the Angels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take them full game money line.
You want the Angels. All right, let's see. Best line. This line has moved strongly in St. Louis's favor, so we can give you a good line right now, -105. Jim's going to get LA Angels money line, -105 with Odrisamer Despaigne starting. You like that one, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. No, obviously I don't want Despaigne starting, but I see him in for an inning.
Right.
Fine.
Okay, so I guess we've touched on everything. I guess we have, that's it. So once again, the MLB plays that are live right now. Jimmy the Bag has Cubs money line, -117. Oh, sorry, Cubs money line, that's already off. Angels money line, -105. Minnesota money line, -105. And he's also taken Oakland run line, Oakland team total over 4.5, and Oakland first half team total over 2.5. My plays are Baltimore team total under 3.5, Toronto second half as a big dog, St. Louis second half as a big dog, and Minnesota second half -125. And that's it for me in terms of MLB, and that's it for both of us in terms of MLB, right? Any further words? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, my man Shooter 214 says let's cash the Angels. Jimmy, like seeing that. John Garcia says Angels want to finish over 500. The Angels are actually playing. This could be Scotia's last hurrah with the group, and they're fighting for it. No doubt about it. I'm comfortable with this. Eric Sniffen says anyone trusting this Red Sox lineup?
No, not really. I'm on Toronto second half. I got it at +145. It was +160 when we started the show. Probably Toronto -1 would have some value as well, going for the huge score. Let me see. Oh, he might just talk me into it. Yeah, -1, 1.5 is 390 at Bet365. So that -1 line would be plus 320, something like that. I mean, I could certainly see Toronto. I just kind of like Erod. When he's on his game, when he's not injured or tipping his pitches, he's usually pretty close to lights out. He's like a 5-inning, 6-inning, 1 or 2 run type of guy, and I'm kind of seeing that here. His last start, he did get hit hard by Houston, but that looks like it might have been a little bit of a blip. His 4 starts before that were all 5-6 inning, close to lights out appearances. So it seems like he'll be okay here, and then maybe Toronto's second half will come in and be a little bit better then.
Yeah, no, I like where we stand, and I'm comfortable to move on.
Okay.
And my man David Hutton joining us. I love this guy, and he's very interested to hear our breakdown of Ravens Bengals. And my God, it's just been a game where just everybody's on either side.
Exhaustive breakdowns we've been given for the entire week. You want to quickly jump to college football so we can get DJ Big Boss's video and talk about.
You're absolutely right. I'd love to have DJ Big Boss video while we have all our viewers here.
And that'll give me a little time to maybe think about Toronto Boston first half under.
Before we play the video, I want to hear what your guesses on what Big Boss is going to be on.
Okay, so what does he have here?
Let me just get the games up, and I'd like to, just so you don't know what the team, I need to say the home team last and all that stuff. So let me pull these games up. Okay,
that's known as double blind. No, it's not known as double blind.
Boise State at Oklahoma.
Oh man, he has
State.
a play on that.
He
game?
has a play and a total. He has a side and a total.
A side and a total. Oh shit, Boise! Wow, Boise and Oklahoma State. He has a side and a total? No way. All right, total will be over for sure. And the side, man, I think he's going to say Boise State. I think he's going to say, No. I think he's going to say Oklahoma State and over. Oklahoma State and over is what I think.
And Arizona State, San Diego State.
And he has what, a side or a total on that one?
A side.
A side on Arizona State, San Diego State. Well, there's been a big line move in favor of Arizona State, obviously, and San Diego State has quarterback issues, don't they? Isn't the quarterback out for San Diego State, or what's their issue?
I thought that. Sorry, let me look into that quickly again. I thought that was not going to be the case.
No.
Sorry, let me. Sorry, keep going.
Okay. No, for the San Diego State game, I was thinking about a shot with the under on this one, although this line has gotten bet up. We know what San Diego State does, run heavy, and they should be run heavy again here. The total is getting bet up, but I was thinking that, the early move has come strongly in favor of Arizona State, which makes sense considering how they were in their last game. But I was thinking that.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Chapman's out for 6 weeks.
Right.
But he won't need surgery. Sorry, I thought that he might, when the won't need surgery thing, that he might be okay, but no, he's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah, so that would explain the line move. I was thinking that maybe the under in San Diego State would be the play here, but with Chapman out and how good Arizona State looked, man, I guess he's probably seeing Arizona State as just being an awesome team right now. I think even at 5.5, he's going to like Arizona State. Those are my picks. I think he picks Arizona State, and I think he picks over in the definitely over in the Oklahoma State game. And as far as the side is concerned, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. It's 50-50. Coin flip it. I think he'll say that Oklahoma State's the side.
All right, we good? Let's see it.
What up, though? I tell them hold up, like my homie Slim 400. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring y'all some breaking news real quick. 2 quick picks out the Mountain West. First up, we got Oklahoma State versus Boise State. Took a deep dive into this one. Had to go back to my X's and O's, my high school football playing days, look at some formations and look at what's going on. So it looks like Boise State has a nice unbalanced set that they like to run the ball with. And this unbalanced set should be too much for Oklahoma State. So Boise State should move the ball on the ground, score a few points, but the game should go under 63.5. And I like Boise State on the money line because this quarterback they got and this team that they got, they trying to get somewhere. They trying to move up in life. So I'm going to go with Boise State on the money line and also taking the under in this 2 passing teams, which is going to equal out a negative. 2 positives make a negative. Therefore, it's going to be an under game. Next up, I got Arizona State versus San Diego State. If you watch that San Diego State-Stanford game, you'll see that San Diego State can run the ball. The offensive line they talked about being good is good. The back they talked about being good is good. But if you go back to this Arizona State team that beat Michigan State, you got to know that this defense that they got over there is immaculate, and they're locking down the run, and they're penetrating the backfield. They even caught a touchdown. Defensive lineman picked off the ball, ran it in for a touchdown. So I'm really high on this Arizona State team. The offense kind of struggles, so I go ahead and take it on the money line. I wouldn't give up too many points, or maybe put it in a teaser, but I really like Arizona State. They might just blow them out. If you're feeling risky, jump out there, take the -5. Might just happen. Might be a blowout. Might be the best decision you made. But if you want to be a little cautious, go ahead and take them on the money line, throw them in a teaser. So basically I got 3 picks for you. Boise State to the under, Boise State on the money line, and also Arizona State on the money line. Go ahead, wrap it all up, put it in a parlay, make you some money. Breaking news, DJ Big Boss, I'm out. Shout out to Jimmy and all my low baggers. Shout out to the Money Gang. That's what's up.
Well, shout out to DJ Big Boss. I love this guy. David Hutton talking about meeting him at IFBC, man. What a treat it was to run with Big Boss and his brother Walter.
Such fun, chilled out guys. It was
great
really
guys.
great.
Trot Wham.
Yeah.
Okay. So Arizona State, Boise State and Oklahoma State.
You like the over, right?
No,
the under.
He liked Boise State and the under.
Yeah, that game confuses the hell out of me. I don't know what to make of it. The only thing I predicted was that Boise State would get bet. When it opened at 3.5, I thought they would get bet to 3. I did not think they would get bet to at 2.5. And what was his reasoning for liking Boise State in the under here?
Well,
do you know?
He, I wish it's been 3 hours since I've seen it. But yeah, he broke down from the coaching standpoint how he thought that Boise State had the type of set plays that were going to mess with Oklahoma State. And my mic's
Jimmy the Bag's mic's out. What happened with that? Batteries? What the hell is that? What the hell's going on here? All right, I got to take over the show now. I got to take over the show. Is that what you're telling me? All right, I got to take over the show now. Shout out to a DJ Big Boss. Yeah, that game. The reason I couldn't predict. What's going on? That's okay.
One check two.
Is it good now? Yeah. The reason I couldn't predict at all what he was gonna say about that game is that I personally, have no idea what I think about that game. It's very confusing. Except that I thought that Boise would get bet down to 3, but I did not see them getting bet down to 2.5. Shout out to a DJ Big Boss. And then what did he like in the Arizona State? It's Arizona State, yeah. I'm thinking about the under on that one. I'm thinking that Arizona State might be better defensively this year than previous years. And XPO, there you go, says I don't like San Diego State at all. I don't think they can keep up. So yeah, Triple B, what's going on? Problem still? What's the problem? Do we know what the problem is? But these are the new super duper must-use mics, huh? What about that? What's up with that? Everyone's like, no, you have to use those mics. And I'm like, no. And they're like, no, fuck you. Look at them now. Look at these mics now. I thought these were the new super duper mics, right? When I was like, but I think I prefer no, fuck you. Look at them now. Look at them now. How's it working now?
Is it working now?
The mic's working now? Oh, good. Good,
All right,
good.
good.
So the new super duper mics, after a few minutes of tech troubleshooting, can finally work. Congratulations. No, sorry, that was a sarcastic shit. All right, there we go. Anyway, so Reef NYC says Boise is a statement game. DJ Big Boss says, thanks, fellas, just doing my homework and sharing the news. Oh, God, I love you, DJ Big Boss. It was so nice to meet you. I trust DJ, but yeah, Alan Action likes the Boise pick. The market is obviously liking the Boise pick. The San Diego State game, I'm just not sure what to make of Herm Edwards, and I'm thinking that San Diego State didn't look as bad against Stanford as the final score indicated. I'm leaning under in that game. I don't really know what to make of the side, but I'm leaning under in that one.
Yeah, it's going to take...
Yeah, and there you go. John Roy says, Arizona State fat and happy, beware. Coming off a big win like that, now
win.
Going on the road as a favorite against a team with an obvious, negative with the quarterback, but a team that still has solid fundamentals. You know what I mean?
On Monday, I said I was liking San Diego State, and I sort of got talked off of it by how impressive Herm and the coaching staff have been with Arizona State. But we'll keep working with that. XPO399 says, I'm trying to make a video. Where do I send my audition video? To me, XPO. To me, baby. Hit me anytime, man. Hit me on Twitter or hit me on my Hotmail account. That's what the kids use, right? Hotmail.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Bag at Hotmail.
Kobe Valentine says, Boise State is a ridiculously talented offensive team.
Yeah, a lot of people believing in that. Yeah.
John Roy says, Boise State, prove it to me. He likes Oklahoma State minus 2.5.
It's funny. I find this a tough week of football, man. We have talked about so many games where people are on either side. As soon as I'm about to pull the trigger on the Ravens, I get scared off.
Big Dad 138 says Pete totally wasn't listening. No, Big Dad, I can't hear the audio in the videos.
Yeah,
we
can't
another,
hear which we got to work on.
It's not that I wasn't listening, and that's frustrating because if I don't say that every video, people just think I'm not listening. They do, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Peter thinks he's better than these commenters, than these people who send in videos. No, I'm like, the truth is, I think I'm worse than they are. I know people say, no, Peter, you're equal to them. All right, okay, fine. But no, I don't think I'm better than they are. I think I'm worse than they are. The reason I don't comment on what they said is because I can't hear it in the studio. And someday I would like to have that capability, that functionality, but I just couldn't hear what he was saying.
That functionality.
All right, go ahead.
Michael Irvelina on San Diego State money line, and DJ Big Boss says Arizona State under is nice.
Yeah, but again, just like this.
Mr. Gokster says, easy, Peter. You're live in my store still.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mr. Gokster. Love Mr. Gokster. Yeah, again, there's been a big line movement to the over, at least recently in the Arizona State game, which makes me nervous. But yeah, people are saying, who said Kobe Valentine said he doesn't trust a replacement quarterback to get around the Arizona State defense. I agree with that. They should be solid defensively though, and the total's headed up. So I was leaning under on this one. And okay.
Well, Kobe giving us Gabe Morency's NFL plays. Shout out to Gabe Morency. Another just rock solid guy. God, I love him. So exciting. Such an exciting capper. NFL plays, he's on the Bengals. Minus 115. He's on the Bengals Bengals over. And then he's on the 7-point teaser. He's on, and then
the longest field goal.
Over the longest field goal. Yeah.
And King Rail says Eifert over 32 receiving prop. Great bet. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking that maybe the best ways to bet this game would be Eifert or Green. But the Ravens struggle with tight ends like Eifert, don't they? He's exactly the kind of guy that they struggle with. I was thinking that Eifert or Green on the receiving yards over prop might be a good bet, but I think I might be liking Eifert a little bit more, in fact.
Yeah, I can. They both make sense. My man Triple Beams hitting that Maker's Mark, man. I love Maker's Mark, man. It's just a little out of my price range. I like the. I don't care about the headaches the next day. I get the cheap shit, man. You like Kamchatka vodka or Taka vodka? What I drink, man. If it's $5 at Quixer, I get it.
Wow, Michael Uvalino likes San Diego State money line.
DJ Big Boss saying Boise starts the games running an unbalanced line. Oklahoma State. Too small, especially when the unbalanced line spreads them out. The run will work for Boise. Should curve the total under.
Wait, who said that?
Big Boss.
He said what will curve the total under?
Just the unbalanced line.
Oh, okay.
And the Oklahoma State's too small.
Right. Wow, great breakdown. Man, DJ Big Boss. That's called doing your fucking research. Thank you so much. I wish I could have. Can we have is it possible? Is it all possible that I'll be able to hear the videos while they're playing? Ever? Is that beyond? It's 2018, right?
Is it?
It's 2018.
Lucrative.
I know about that.
Lucrative. Can we get that, man? Lucrative someday? Can we have to ask Lucrative to. Lucrative can get things done for us. Lucrative?
Oh, there you go, Lucrative Larry. I love Lucrative Larry
Lying
too.
to our face. Oh, Jesus. Lying to our face.
Meantime, Tuate Latte agrees with the Eifert prop. I think that Eifert prop is real fucking nice. That was the first way I was thinking about betting this game. And again, if you look at the matchups, Eifert is exactly the kind of player that the Ravens defense has problems with.
Yeah.
Those kinds of tight ends.
Yeah.
But then again, Tom Marino says Eifert is still limited right now, not getting as many plays as usual. I think it's a tough bet.
He doesn't look great right now.
Yeah, that
Twatty
is a
backing that Eifert prop. King Rail saying I had Jimmy off that Henny. See, when I'm on my own, I'm not going to spend the extra dollars on that Henny, But a lot of talk. DJ Big Boss is on Team Taka. Paul T says Taka, where is it? Taka will give you health problems, man. Save your wallet in the long run. I don't plan to be around for long.
Yeah, the problem is, that's just the problem. King Rail agreeing. That's why I love that prop. He is my assumption especially in the NFL, in all sports, but especially in the NFL, is that if a guy's playing, he's 100%. Right? No? You think that's a wrong assumption, huh?
I do in NFL. Yeah, I do. I think that's the one league that we can't trust. That where they drug them up. They do whatever it takes to play. And
you think the drugs don't work? Yeah, I think the drugs do work.
I don't think they work for 3 hours of a game. I think that it changes sort of. I don't trust them implicitly. If that's
all right. I hear you. Great insights, Jimmy the Bag.
And then Chad Costanza here. This is what I love. I'm a Ravens fan. This is the best offense we've had in some time. Always have a dominant defense. So I guess he believes in that defense without Jimmy Smith, which is. And he says Ravens get it done tonight.
Yeah. The more I think about this,
Betty Fomby need to pick on Buffalo Bulls Saturday now. Thanks. Hey. We're both on Buffalo.
I mean, that's the most controversial, I think, game, not of the week in general, but certainly in the Low Bag Show. Is that the most controversial game of the week? I think it is because Jimmy and I both liked it. Then we heard that our man Kyle Jack came in and said he likes Buffalo. And then we see the big market line move in favor of Eastern Michigan.
But I thought it came back.
Not all the way back to 5. It's back to 3.5 or 4. When we took it, it was 5. It went down to 3. When we actually gave it, a lot of people were warning us about Eastern Michigan, saying that they have a great record as a road dog, great record on the road, great record as a dog, ATS-wise. And it dropped down to 3. Now it's back up to 3.5 or 4. And Kyle Jack agrees with Jimmy and I. So it's definitely the most controversial line of the week in the Low Bag Show so far.
And he is our MAC expert.
Yes, he is. He is, exactly.
He's a good guy to run with. And Betty Fomby also says hello.
Oh, shout out Betty Fomby. Alan Action says Buffalo equals the Orioles. I think he's talking about Buffalo Bills in NFL, right? Yeah. We're talking about the Buffalo Bulls in the
we're talking about the Bulls.
Oh, was he acting about the Buffalo Buffalo Bulls?
Yeah.
Saturday now. Okay. Yeah. Jimmy and I are leaning Buffalo. And the market so far.
Oh, actually, I haven't bet it. I made the first 3 bets. The first 3 official plays, college plays that we made earlier in the week. I bet those. I still haven't bet it yet.
Yeah. So the market at 5 has clearly so far to this point said that we were doing the wrong thing by taking Buffalo. But we'll see where this line closes. Again, there has been some movement back in favor of Buffalo. Very interesting game. Very interesting situation here, Jim.
Yeah. Russell Sines disappointed that I drink rot gut booze. Listen, just when I'm alone, what happens to me when I'm alone is I don't like myself. So I know that there's a lot of people who like themselves, love themselves, and treat their body like a shrine. I don't, man. I jerk off and drink taco vodka.
Just because you do that doesn't mean you don't like yourself, though, right? There's lots of people who love themselves and do that kind of thing. No? No?
No.
All right, Jim. Something tells me I don't believe that. But all right, so let's go. What else do you want to talk about here? Do you want to talk about more college football, more NFL? Do you want to talk about CFL? What would you like to discuss?
You know what? CFL, I'm on a lose. I was 14-6, feeling good about myself. I've lost 4 straight in CFL. I'll tell you straight up. Oh, wow. Wake Forest now has a 7-point lead on Boston College. David Hutton was on Wake Forest, and makes sense now. Charlotte 28-25 over Old Dominion. Listen, I'm liking the favorites here. This is always the time of the year where us in Canada believe that the West beats the East. Now the East catches up, and especially now when cuts are being made or have just been made in NFL, that there's a lot of teams, and the Ticats were so famous for picking up all these, always changing their team after week 10 or whatever. But listen, I like the Lions in Montreal, and I really like the Stamps in Hamilton. I'm going to be all over that, but I haven't made that official yet or bet it yet. And I like the Rough Riders to smash the Red Blacks. These are all small favorites, and I like them all. And I certainly expect 2 of the 3 of them to come through. I always get a little concerned when BC does go on the road, but this is a well-coached club. So, yeah, those are plays that I'm going to study more, but I'm pretty certain that I'm going to be on.
Okay. Anything else you want to bring up, Jim?
BC just scored as soon as I said another tied 21. You know what? Yes. I feel like I should make the move on the Ravens. Does that game? When's that game start exactly?
I think it's like 8 o'clock Eastern time,
8:20. The reason why I have to do this is because, first off, I said, heavy how much I disliked the Bengals before the season started. I took them for under 6.5 wins at plus 165. Clearly, I'm still fine with that play. I'm fine with that play. I think that they beat a bad Colts team, a bad one, and it took them a while to take over that game. So, my man Adrian, a few people have been pushing myself into this spot, and so Santa on that prop of the night, longest field goal. We know that Gabe Morency is giving that gift to all the cappers that follow him. Yes. Bases loaded. Please, can you get me that run? Yes. I've made the decision. I am going to take the Baltimore Ravens tonight.
Okay, and the market has also made that decision as well. Of course, earlier in the morning and most of the week, there was uncertainty as to whom should be the favorite here, which team should be the favorite. Now, Baltimore is a favorite everywhere except for Bookmaker, which still has Pick'em. Let me just refresh the page to see if that is a stale line. No, it doesn't appear to be a stale line. So I think we can give you Bookmaker at Bookmaker's line here at let me just quickly check. Yeah, Bookmaker at Pick'em. We can give you that one. All right, so you want that one? You're going to take the Ravens Pick'em.
Yes, I am.
Ravens Pick'em minus 110. Let me just check the money lines to see. No, actually, if you're going to take the Pick'em line, then we might as well give you the Pinnacle line on the money line at minus 109.
Thank you.
All right, Ravens money line minus 109. That's the line that Jimmy the Bag is going to get there. Does seem like the market is headed that way. What's his name? Nady Alvarez. What's his name? Natalie Alvarez.
Well, that's his daughter's name. But,
liking the Ravens team total over here.
Yeah, and let's just talk a bit about now. I obviously that first game was against the Bills squad. That if you want to say nice things about them, you can just call them suspect. But this Ravens team has Flacco playing for his career. He has deep help now. We know he's always had an arm. I just this defense is a defense that I trust. I think that Suggs' gas tank's empty. I am in love with CJ Mosley. I felt when we started this year that the Bengals were going to be bad again. And is that just a vividness thing, a vividness bias I have? Probably, yes. And am I going to hit that 6.5? It's very likely that I don't. It's very likely that the Bengals do win 7 games. But I just see Marvin Lewis as a train wreck. And his team seem to get worse as the season goes on. And we've seen the Bengals have a ton of talent around them and have no ability to do anything with it. And listen, I think the Indianapolis Colts are terrible. I think they have a terrible defense. That's why the Bengals put up 34 points. I think that their O-line is awful, even with Quentin Wilson. And, Eifert, is he healthy? I don't know. John Ross was nowhere to be found. A.J. Green now a full season removed from his Achilles tear. Mixon is a monster. I still think their O-line is bad. They don't have Burfict. And I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Now, I'm just going to put a half unit on it, and I'm going to take the Ravens.
All right, so Jim's on the Ravens money line, minus 109. And is there anything else that we want to discuss here?
Just shout out to Wise Guy. Says you guys are the shut.
Oh, thank you. Thank
love
you so
him.
much.
I love you guys. Gas Station Susie says road teams on Thursday nights don't cover. And that was something we talked about on the early show. And this is, to be honest with you, this is what really kind of put me over the top was what Pete said. He said that that on a Thursday night, week 2 is the best time to have your Thursday night. Week 13, it's so difficult. You don't think Harbaugh has been planning for this for months? Months. I trust Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh. I believe in this Ravens squad, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
Okay, Natalie Alvarez says, Pete, I know you don't really like parlays, but mine's a hitter. Natalie Alvarez, it's not that I don't like parlays, it's just that people tend to overbet them. But actually, if you have a parlay where all the legs are positive EV, the parlay is going to have much bigger positive EV than any individual leg. But it's just that it's going to be a big underdog line, and so the appropriate bet size for a parlay like that is tiny. And according to Kelly, it's just usually better to bet each of them individually and then make very, very tiny 2- and 3-team parlays if you have a simultaneous bets with the positive EV. But no, I think parlays are fun. I understand them. And if there's anyone who I'd want to have hit a parlay, it would be you, Natalie Alvarez. I hope this one is a hitter. All right, what do we have here, Jim?
Nothing. I feel good. Native Queen says Ravens are like 6-0 or 5-1 on Thursday night. That's Harbaugh. Chris Temple says Dalton chokes on national TV. This is a tough play, but we talked about it, and I'm going to go with my gut that was telling me to do it the whole time.
Okay, there you go. King Rail says, Jimmy, the Ravens are pretenders, and Big Ben is washed up. Browns got better. Bengals offense got better. Ravens didn't. Neither did Steelers.
I don't think that the Bengals offense got better. They just had another year together, and we know that, Mixon, Ross, these guys are very young. So I don't see huge improvements. AJ Green's going to be better this year than he was last year because of the Achilles tear. Eifert's still a question mark health-wise.
Jay Peach sticking to his guns, liking Cincinnati on the under. He's saying there's going to be a lot of people upset here tomorrow. Not me. I'm off this game. He likes 17-10 Cincinnati first half and then 24-17 Cincinnati full game. So Jay Peach even likes the second half to be lower scoring than the first half.
Yeah, the total is very difficult.
Nostratota says numbers point to a Ravens win and cover, hoping Tucker bombs a couple field goals for my fantasy team. Wow. There you go. A lot of people on the Ravens, Nostratota liking the Ravens, but Jay Peach and King Rail liking the Bengals. I'll be interested to see how this turns out. I'll be mostly interested to see if
Chris Temple bagged. The Mariners have a virus. Half the team is sick.
The Mariners?
Yeah.
The Seattle Mariners have a virus. Half the team is sick.
I'm already on the Angels, but I love hearing that.
Wow. And are they playing through it, or are they going to be sitting? Do we have the lineup?
No, we have the lineup. The lineup
do have
looks
the
good,
lineup.
so they're playing through it.
Oh, the lineup is good, so they're playing through it. Let me just, here is the lineup. Yeah, they're all in there. Cruz, Cano, Healy, Seager, man, they're all in there.
Yeah, Trunku liking that over tonight. Sonny Vegas saying it's a numbers game. My man XBO says Flacco has weapons all around him. Flacco going to light this defense up, and Alex Collins going to run wild after. No easy. 562 says Ravens are healthy this year. They weren't all last year. Homer says Bengals offense and offensive line is much better this year with Glenn, in my opinion. Ross in the second year, Mixon in the second year. Good point.
All right. Are we just about done? Anything else you want to add in here?
I think we're just about ready for lucrative. I've got to make a couple of these bets. I got to make that Twins bet. I got to make the Angels bet. Got to make the Ravens bet. So I will do that now. Jojo Tuwavy says Ravens have some injured players. Natalie Alvarez giving us a final score 27-20. I'm comfortable.
Ray Williams says expect a sloppy game. Most Thursdays are. Okay. I guess that is it, huh?
Yeah. But D. Bankroll says it was Leak who was sick. Now the rest of the players, and Leak is starting tonight.
Oof, really? And yet, the market is still has not moved back in the Angels' direction. Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, no, I like where we stand.
Okay.
Let's get after it.
Let's bring Lucrative Larry down. Lucrative Larry, let's see what he's got for us today. How's he doing overall? Is his record positive still? He's got a positive record. We have a record
does have
for
a
Lucrative
positive
Larry.
record, but he's lost 2 straight.
Lost to,
He's only up 0.2
0.2
units.
tenths of a unit.
Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm
the pressure's
worried
on.
sick.
The
I am
pressure's
worried
on.
sick.
My God. Hey, everybody. Taking the BC Lions -3.
The Lions.
The BC Lions.
The Leos.
British Columbia -3 at -114 at Pinnacle to defeat the Alouettes of Montreal.
Yes.
La Maison de Nostra Tota. Where contact dances are the thing. $10 contact dances.
Contact dances.
Whatever that may be.
You don't know what a contact dance is?
What I have no idea.
Wow. I'm aroused just saying the word.
I thought it was sumo wrestling.
Oh, God, no.
Home of poutine and Alouettes, which I don't know what is either.
I thought it was. Did you just make that up right? You didn't make that up right now. I thought it was sumo wrestling. You didn't just come up with that on the spur of the moment. I want to know what the hell's going on behind these bits here. Who's writing this shit? Who's writing this shit? That was a good. I thought it was sumo wrestling. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes.
All right. He's got a good play there, Jim. You think he's going to have a winner?
Yeah, Chris Temple says take Calgary Stampeders. I'm definitely with you on that. And I'll give those plays out tomorrow. Yeah, I need to study it more, but I like the Lions here. They're playing well. Chris Temple said the quarterback from Montreal is for real. Pipkins, old Pipper. He does look good. He does look good, but I just really believe in this Lions squad right now.
Sounds good. We'll see what the result is of this Ravens-Bengals game, and we'll, of course, be discussing it ad nauseum tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock. Thanks, everyone.